What is up, guys and girls? Good afternoon or good morning wherever you are in the world, and welcome back to another video. In today's episode we're going to be modifying some Canopy legs for less than half the price of the well-known brand ones. Let's get into it. Alright, so one of the reasons why I'm going to modify these Canopy legs and not just use them. So obviously every Canopy is different, and mine, if you haven't watched it, it's a TC Boxes Canopy. There's heaps out there. Trade Tools make them as well, which is where I got these Canopy legs from. Now, the opening here on my Canopy is smaller than the actual slots, like the steel that goes into the trade tool canopies. So I had to buy some new steel, and what we're going to do today is cut the other ones off the original legs and weld new ones on. Now this opening here fits a 35mm SHS section, and the ones that are on it are 40mm. So yeah, got to chop them off, got to weld new ones on. Now, the reason why I'm making this video is pretty much because I don't want to pay for the top dollar $600 to $700 ones that you get for the canopies when you can buy these ones for $300. And I also wanted to make the video because if you wanted to also save yourself money and wanted to get into welding, you could pretty much buy a small MIG welder for the price you're saving on making new legs like these ones. So yeah, this is what I mean about these are the parts we got to modify. So these are the 40mm, they need to be 35, so we've got to chop them all off here, chop these angles off. I'm not going to reuse these angles either. These parts are going into the bin, and I'm going to use that 35mm steel over there. And we also got to change the distance apart that these two are, because obviously that's different on my Canopy as well. And one more thing as well, sorry for all the empty promises about this 12 volt thing that's coming up. As you guys can see in the background, just down there, it is coming. I have the stuff for it. I just need to buy some more wiring. It's going to be exciting. I'm going to try and punch it out real soon. Going on a camp trip very soon, so I really want to get it done before then, but I don't know how that's going to happen. And that's the reason why I'm doing these Canopy legs first as well. So I do carpentry for work, and I really need, like, I can't be doing the 12 volt stuff and, you know, getting my tools in and out. So I want to get these Canopy legs done so I can leave the Canopy at home and just put my tools in like a plastic toolbox on the tray. So yeah, it'd be really exciting to finally be able to jack this thing off and use my car as a ute and go out 4B'ing without the Canopy when I don't need it as well. So yeah, without further ado, let's get into it. So I have got them all ground down, all cut off and ground down. So the next step is going to get this leg here. So I've roughly put, so this is the top, was where the old ones were mounted. So I've roughly put it up and, you know, wound it up a little bit. So pretty much got to get a tape. And what I'm going to do is just measure in and just see if it, like, put it in at about 200, and obviously look at how much it's going to hang out. Now I'm going to cut these ones at about 300 long, the new bits of steel that I'm going to weld on. And you want to just make sure, go to the front and check past your like wheel clearances and stuff. Just make sure that they're going to be long enough where you can drive out and not hit them, or not have to, like, you know, put it back onto the tray and then, you know, bring them out a little bit more just so you can drive out. So you just want to think ahead a little bit of these steps. But yeah, so I'm going to cut 2, 4, 6, 8 of them at 300, and we'll get to welding them on. I'll show you how I'm going to weld them. Alright, so as you can see, we've got all our bits cut up. So these ones here, in between these long ones that are going to get mounted to the actual legs, they're going to be 164 mil. So I've cut obviously 4 of these for each leg. These are just going to be like little braces, but I cut one extra to have at the other end, so I can have one here and this one at the top, pretty much say the legs running along here. This one will get mounted here for extra support, or somewhere here, and this one will just be in between. It's not getting welded, it's only there to support it. The heat that we're putting into this, it's very easy to warp, and we're dealing with you know, millimeters to try and get these into the holes, so I don't want it to bend at all, because then I'm going to have headaches and I'm going to end up throwing something. So I just want to get this done. We'll get it tacked, obviously. We're not going to fully weld it. We'll just get them tacked onto the legs. And then I'm going to take a leg over, test it, do the next one, take it over, test it, and yeah, rinse and repeat. Let's get these tacked up. I see you lie. Take me away from me, beyond the stratosphere. I'm burning up. Can't have me falling free into eternity. When you tear up my horizon. Alright, so just like that, they're all welded up, as you can see. So this is what I was talking about with the support. So this one here is just like a bit of an offset, just to keep it parallel, and a bit of a brace. So you can use these handles, or if you've got an impact half-inch drill, I just got a 19, is it 19? Yeah, 19 mil socket, and you just rattle them up and down real quick. Or if you don't have one, you can just use these. It's just as easy, just a little bit quicker with the drill. So yeah, got them all welded up. They're looking good. Now, they were more of a pain in the ass than I thought. So the measurement in between here, I've literally had, I think the powder coating has, you know, obviously closed the hole up a little bit more. So with the powder coating on there, I had like, you know, there was probably like 2 mil in play each way. So it was really hard to keep them from not, you know, warping from welding, getting too hot and stuff. So I ended up cutting it a few times, or cut it, you know, put them in, tried testing them, they wouldn't fit. So I cut the top weld and then braced it. Like I ended up getting like one of those like scissor jacks, between the bottom one here and the top, and then clamping it together so it wouldn't go out or in, and then I just welded them back together. So, and then you might have seen in the video as well, I ended up just welding the top one on square and then putting the bottom one in the hole and then just tacking them there. Now, just remember guys, if you're welding like anywhere that's, you know, on your car or something that's attached to your car, or maybe it's not attached, or you're doing something like this, disconnect the battery. Now I didn't, because the tray is actually like, yes, it's meant to be mounted to the body mounts, and yeah it is, but it's got rubber between it to stop vibration, because I have an aluminium tray and I want to keep the vibration down. So just remember, if you are welding to your car or anything connected to your car, disconnect the battery or you'll stuff it. So yeah, I hope yous liked this video. It was, you know, I wasn't really gonna film it, but I thought it'd be a good one, especially for the people that don't really know how to weld or anything. It's a good practice job. And as I said, you can save enough money. Like, you save $300 or $400 in buying these and other ones, and with that money you can go towards a, you know, a good second-hand welder, or like a cheaper new one, like a little MIG welder or something. But yeah, so yeah, hope you liked this video, and just remember to give it a thumbs up if you did like it, and subscribe. And remember, the 12-volt system is coming. It's over there. So yeah, subscribe, and if you want to see the 12-volt install, it'll be coming soon. And there's also going to be a custom aluminium platform with the solar kind of inserted into it. So there's some videos coming, guys. I'm pretty excited to get them out for you. So give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Catches.